Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a special video and I'm doing it in this voice because my dad is sleeping and I don't want to wake him up. But I am so excited. You can't tell from my voice, but I'm really excited because I just got home from the world, excuse me, I need a moment. The world premiere of the movie The Game Changers. The movie was incredible. It was informative. It was so insane to see everything that I've been practicing and learning about for the past, I guess, has it been a year? Yeah, for the past like year and a half, just on a big screen. And okay, so the movie, hold on, I really need water, so walk with me. So the movie is called The Game Changers, and it was the world premiere of it. I think it's maybe only showing one night. I'm not sure. I hope it becomes available for everyone to see because it was amazing. And I actually, at one point, don't laugh at me, but at one point I got actually emotional, and not like to the point of like crying or even dropping tears, but like I felt tears like filling my eyes because never in my life did I imagine that I would feel the way that I do within my body, and how healthy I feel having changed to a plant-based diet, whole food plant-based diet. The research is overwhelming on why it is the most optimal way of eating. It is not, I'm not being paid to tell you this, or getting any benefit from, you know, promoting a whole food plant-based diet, other than caring for your health and well-being as much as I care for my own. And this is the only proven diet that can reverse heart disease, reverse it. There's no other diet on the planet that can reverse heart disease. This is a diet that in no way can in no way stops athletic performance. It increases athletic performance, it increases endurance, it makes you feel better. The movie is incredible. Like, I literally, for all the documentaries that I've seen on plant based eating and healthful eating, this has to be one of the best ones, not because of anything other than it is so scientifically informative. It is it's fact. They're showing you facts. They're showing you, they have athletes, doctors, and scientists and researchers and all Olympic athletes and prize winning athletes in every field of their own sports and events, who changed to a plant-based diet, who changed based on research. They changed based on research. They changed based on actual blood tests. In the movie, they do blood tests and experiments on people who eat a animal product meal. So for example, in one part of the movie, they fed three pro athletes, sorry, they fed three pro athletes three different meals. So one had grass-fed beef, one had a bean burrito, and one had chicken, organic chicken or something. They then drew their blood within an hour of their meal, and then the next day they switched all their burritos to all plant-based burritos with beans. They drew bloods again, and when they drew bloods on both days, the athletes that ate the animal products, their blood plasma, where it separated like the red blood cells and the plasma, their plasma was cloudy and still contained fat. It was not clear. And those effects are just from one animal product meal, and that effect stays in your blood for 6 to 7 hours after you eat that. So it's literally like if you had meat or an animal product for breakfast and lunch and dinner, your blood is around the clock, cloudy, and filled with the fats that you just ingested. Now, the fats from the animal products are the only fats that stayed in the plasma. The fats from plant-derived sources did not stay in the blood. For example, the athlete that had the avocado, there was no sign of cloudiness in his blood plasma. The other two definitely had cloudy blood. They also tested male anatomy and the effects of a plant-based diet on a male anatomy, if you know what I'm saying. And they tested the quality and duration and size of their male anatomy when having a plant-based meal versus a meat or animal-based meal, and the results were mind-blowing. The plant-based meals, after having the plant-based meals, they measured a 300% higher duration of their erections throughout the night. They measured, the urologist was measuring the size and all of those things, and everything, every measurement on that showed better when they had the plant-based meal. It's actually, I don't, the crazy thing is that even in the video they were talking about how these athletes that were not plant-based before felt like they were being lied to or told information that just wasn't true. It's like when the tobacco industry was telling people that cigarettes don't cause cancer, it just isn't true. It turned out that it did cause cancer and it caused all these problems. And the same with the dairy and the meat industry. Their main objective, the egg industry, everything, their main objective is business. Their main objective is not health and wellness. And it's not that I'm against the meat or dairy or egg industry, or I'm being paid by an opposing person. I'm not being paid at all. I'm just telling you that after all these years of thinking that all these foods were healthy and part of a healthy diet, and yes, I did lose weight eating those products and eating that food in moderation, but the difference between now and then is that not only am I losing weight, but I feel better. I have extreme endurance during my workouts versus someone who may not even, I carry a lot of weight, and to see someone my size on the outside, it looks like I can't do much, maybe to someone who just sees me, just thinks, oh well, that's another overweight or obese person that really has no athletic ability. It's just not the case. I can outswim, not Michael Phelps. I'm not swimming at that speed or the way that he swims, but I can maintain my exercises for way longer than I ever used to. And that's when I was smaller in size. When I was half my weight, I ate a totally different diet. I ate an animal-based, a meat diet, an animal-based diet. I had eggs, I had milk, I had all those things. It changes your quality of life. I cannot even express how much it changed the quality of my life by going whole food plant-based. I really, it's insane. It's insane how much everything in my life changed when I changed my diet, when I changed the foods that I chose that fueled me. So it's not so much about not eating or restricting yourself, but it's the quality of ingredients and food that you choose to sustain you and to fuel you and to power you through your workouts and to power you through life. So this movie, I hope it comes out for everyone to see. I think everyone should see this movie. I encourage you to it's called The Game Changers movie, The Game Changers. A lot of well-known people are in this movie. James Cameron, I think, directed it with Jackie Chan and Arnold Schwarzenegger and a bunch of other athletes and bodybuilders and Olympic gold medalists and football players and athletes are in this video, documenting their experiences. This documentary was, I'm so glad that I went. I had a solo date night with myself and I treated myself to the movie, and I'm so glad that I did. It was informative, and I think for someone who hasn't done the research that I have, it would be even more mind-blowing, but seeing the movie just reaffirmed and reconfirmed everything for me and made it even more clear as to why I made this decision to go plant-based is really because of my life and because of the quality of my life. My my life has never my quality of life has never been better. My internal health has never been better. And I have never felt this good in my body. And I've become more creative and more open to other things, and that's why I take it with a very open approach. I don't want to say that it's the only way to live. I just think it's such an optimal way to live that I want everyone to share in my happiness and in my joy of finding and finally being educated as in the world of whole food plant-based eating. I feel very thankful that I ended up in a doctor's office with a doctor who was very, very nutritionally aware and really opened my eyes to a whole different world. Even though the research was out there, I didn't know that it existed because I wasn't looking for it. I was pointed in that direction and then I ran with it, and it was the best decision I ever made. It was a literal game changer for me, for my life, for my health and everything. I'm urging all of you, friends, subscribers, people that I don't know, anyone, to challenge yourself. Try a whole food plant-based diet, even if it's 1 day a week for in the beginning. 1 day of having a day with no animal products, no animal byproducts, and just slowly incorporating those changes into your life will change your life, will change your internal health completely. It will change everything slowly. And honestly, I come from a place of being open-minded and welcoming because I used to eat meat. I used to eat chicken, fish, dairy, you name it. I ate everything. And it wasn't until I was shown a different way that I started believing that there could be a different way than everything that I ever knew. So everything that I ever knew and grew up on was kind of a lie. We're kind of told that we need meat, we need dairy, we need milk for strong bones, or we need, animals for protein, when animals are getting their protein from vegetables and plants. So my mind is just blown at how much progress so many people have made in the plant-based world and all the things that all these athletes have achieved on these diets. It makes me really hopeful for the future that we can change our ways. Just because we've been told one thing our whole lives doesn't mean that that is the truth. And I really hope that you all consider just educating yourselves on a different way of eating and a possibility that you can thrive on a whole food plant-based diet, or you can at least be open to changing 1 day a week or one meal a week, and seeing where that takes you and seeing how you feel. Watch the Game Changers movie, follow them on Instagram, educate yourself. There's a lot of whole food plant-based nutrition information out there. Google it. Google the reasons why meat, chicken, and fish aren't as beneficial as we have been told they are. Google plant-based nutrition. There's so much information out there that I really hope that you try and see it for yourselves, because me telling you is not as valuable as you learning it for yourselves. And when you start to feel the difference in your body, you will understand what I mean right now. You will understand how different life is when you feel better from the inside out. And one big thing that changed when I changed my diet to a whole food plant based diet is that the inflammation in my body virtually disappeared. That is a big deal for someone who was the weight that I was. The inflammation had taken over really my body. My legs were swollen and red. I had redness on my feet. I can't even tell you. My life is just so different. I'm just very, 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 very thankful that I was able to see a different way and to eat a totally different way. I'm so glad I saw this movie today. I hope you all can watch it, Google it. Maybe there'll be a showing other than today. I really hope there will be. And educate yourselves on whole food plant-based nutrition and just try it. Give it a chance and see where it takes you. I will see you next time, and thank you for watching. Bye.